and one more power supply, minus, plus, and resistance, and there is one more resistance value. After this, we have one voltage source, plus, minus, and there is a resistance, and minus, plus. This is another resistance, and the value is 10 ohms. Is it visible? Okay, right. Sorry. What about this portion? Okay, okay, right. Vx 10 ohm resistor, 10 volts, 6 ohms, 15 volts, 10 volts, 5 ohms, 5 ohms, 10 ohms, 30 volts. The question is, find the voltage Vx. See, this is the extended version of the problem. That means, generally we have, so for whatever the problems I did know, what they have asked is, reduce the circuit into a voltage source in series with a resistance or current source in parallel with a resistance. That's what they asked. But here is a problem wherein we are going to find the one of circuit parameter. Find Vx using source transformation. The basic thing while solving this kind of problem is, don't disturb that wherever you want to find out the parameter. For example, I want to find out the voltage Vx, which is the voltage across the 10 ohm resistor. I want to find out that. Until the complete problem, don't disturb this one, stick to the other part. And you should use only source transformation until the end. That's what the question. Find Vx using source transformation instead. Therefore, retain the resistor. Don't try to simplify the 10 ohm resistor where across which you are going to find out the voltage. And rest of things you simplify using source transformation. That's what you should remember. Now we shall go for one by one. Observe here. So go to this one. Now, here, two sources are in series. Voltage sources are in series. What is that? Minus, plus, so plus, minus. Two sources are series. What you should do? Opposite polarity means you have to subtract. So therefore, we are going to get it as a single source. I am going to get a single source. And what is that? Difference you should take it. 15 minus 10, 5 volts. And polarity is bigger one. Bigger one polarity is what? Plus, minus. Therefore, I am going to write plus, minus. And next, here, this one I'll retain as it is. Or you can convert it if you want. Otherwise, you can go for the next step also. Retain this one. And this resistance, you write it as it is. Resistance. And the voltage source minus, plus, and resistance. And this resistance, you keep it as it is. And here we have a voltage source, plus, minus, and a resistance. And retain this Vx as it is. This is your Vx, 10 ohms, and this is 6 ohms, 10 volts, 5 ohms, and 10 ohms, 30 volts, and 5 ohms. Okay, right. Now I have reduced this part. Next, what is that? These two are, see, this is a common point. Therefore, these two are parallel circuit. This also parallel circuit. When, as I said in the earlier, what is the basic principle you should adopt? If you want to simplify the series connection, convert all the sources into voltage sources. If you want to simplify the parallel connections, what you should do? All the sources should be converted into current sources. Now, these two are voltage sources. This is a parallel connection. Therefore, I should convert this into current source. Therefore, convert these voltage sources. This is also parallel current circuit. Convert this also into current source simultaneously, all of them. Now I'll rewrite here. First, you retain this one as it is, resistor with voltage across it is Vx and 10 ohm. Now I am converting voltage source into current source. Voltage source into current source. What is that we have? A current source in parallel with this one. Okay, right. Arrow mark is towards left. Therefore, arrow mark towards left because positive is in the left side. And parallel to this one, connect one resistor. And one more power supply minus with arrow mark left. And one parallel resistance. This is the one. Next, what you should do? So, what is the value? I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. 5 by 6. 0.8. This 0.8 volts. 0.8 amps. 0.8 amps. And the resistance value is 6 ohms. 6 ohms I am writing it. I is equal to V by R. 30 by 10. 3 ohms you will get it. And 3 amps. Sorry. 3 amps you will get it. The resistance value is 10 ohms. And here, current source, one resistance, one more resistance. I'll write it. And the power supply is minus plus. Therefore, arrow mark is towards right. Convert voltage source into current source. I is equal to V by R. 10 by 5. 2 amps you will get it. 2 amps. And the resistance value, 5 ohms. And this also 5 ohms. And you connect here. Now, current sources are parallel. Convert them. Okay, what is that? Simplify them. So we have a resistance you retain as it is. Next, what you should do? Current 3 amps towards left and 0.8 towards left. 3 plus 0.8, 3.8 amps. You should add it same direction. You should add it. 3.8 amps. 3.8 amps towards left. And 6 parallel with 10. 6 parallel with 10. What will you do? What is the value? 6 parallel with 10 means 6 into 10 divided by 6 plus 10, 16. 3.75 ohms. 3.75 ohms. And next, there is a current source. There is a current source. Keep it as it is. And next, the value is 2 amps. And this is 10 ohms as usual. And this is your Vx. And 5 parallel with 5. 2 equal resistors parallel. The value will be half of it. Therefore, this will be 2.5 ohms. 2.5 ohms. Okay, right. Now, what is that? This and this are in series. These two, see, this is a current source in parallel with resistance, a current source in parallel with resistance. Whenever you want to simplify the series connection, what you should do? Convert it into voltage source. Therefore, next what I do is keep this resistance as it is. Vx is the voltage, 10 ohm resistor. Now, this and this current source in parallel with resistance, these two are in series. Convert them into voltage source. Therefore, what you are going to get? A voltage source in series with resistance. Voltage source in series with resistance. Now, what is that you are going to get it? Current source in, what is that value? V is equal to polarity. Arrow mark is towards left. Therefore, plus will be coming left side. And minus. And V is equal to I into R. 3.8 to 3.75. 14.2 volts. 14.2 volts. Resistance remains same. Resistance is 3.75 ohms. And next, what is that? This is arrow mark is towards right. Therefore, we should have put the sign as minus plus. And V is equal to I into R. 2.5 into 2. 5 volts. 5 volts you will get it. Resistance remains same as 2.5 ohm. Now add them. Now what is that? We are only adding these two. What is that we have? Simplify these two. Vx is the voltage, 10 ohm resistor. Now put the simplify these two. What will you get? Plus minus, minus plus. We'll have to subtract it. And sign is bigger one. Bigger one is 14.2. Therefore, I'll write the sign as plus minus. Resistance will be 3.75 plus 2.5. 3 plus 2, 5. 6.25 you will get it. 6.25 ohms. 6.25 ohms you will get it. and 14.2 minus 5. 9.2 volts you will get it. Now we got this one. Now what you should do? What you can do is you have to find out this Vx. At the last stage, what you should do is if you want to find out this voltage, find out the current. If you want to find out the current, apply KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. So therefore, what I do is I will mark the loop here. At the end only you should do this. And the current you call it as I. Okay, right. Now you calculate I, then you can find out the Vx. Arrow mark, let us say. Okay, current is going in the C. What is the notation I am going to use? Whenever you are going in the same direction, it is negative. Opposite direction, it is positive. That is the notation what I am going to use while applying the KVL. And similarly, whenever there is a power supply is there, if you are going from plus to minus, if you are going from plus to minus is minus, and if you are going from minus to plus is plus. So different books are using different notations. I am using one notation, and throughout the course I am going to use the same notation. If you are following some other notation, and you will have to change it. Otherwise, you should know very well that method. You can do in that method also to get the same answer. So please note that throughout the course, I am going. It is better to follow the same method what I am following it, because all the problems will be done in the same method. Same direction negative, opposite direction positive, and next same direction. That means if you are going in the direction of the current, if you are going from plus to minus is minus, minus to plus is plus. Okay. Now, if that is the case, that means plus to minus is voltage drop. Voltage drop is negative. And minus to plus is voltage rise. Voltage rise is positive. That's how we should take it. Now I am going in the same direction of the current. Minus 10I. Minus 10I. And I am in the same direction. Okay. Same direction is minus 6.25. Minus 6.25I. And I am going from minus to plus. Plus voltage. What is that voltage? Ohm's law. And plus. Minus to plus is plus. Plus what is that we have? 9.2 is equal to 0. Minus 10 minus 6.25 is minus 16.25. Minus 16.25 I is equal to minus 9.2. This becomes plus. Therefore, I is equal to 9.2 divided by 16.25. How much is that? 0.56 amps. 0.56 amps. Therefore, now I got the current. Therefore, what is the voltage? V is equal to, therefore Vx is equal to, V is equal to I into R. 10 into I, which is equal to 10 into 5.6, which is nothing but equal to 5.6, which is nothing but equal to, 0.56. This is 0.56. 0.56 into 10, what will you get? 5.6 volts is the answer. Vx. That's how we should do it. Generally, this kind of question will be 6 marks in the examination. The basic principle involved is whenever there is a series connection, you convert all the sources into voltage source. Whenever you want to simplify the parallel connections, convert all the sources into current source. That is very, very important. If you do that, then only we'll get this. So you can solve the problem easily, right? Thank you. So that is about the problem is concerned. Now let us move on to another important topic, source shifting. Observe here. As I said, whenever there is a minus plus, there is a source like this. One more source is connected in parallel. It is not possible to simplify. And one more thing I said it as, whenever there is a current source in series with a current source, it is not possible to simplify. Okay, right. If you want to convert a voltage source into current source, there should be a resistance in there. For example, let us say, whenever there is a voltage source is there, plus, minus, in series with that, we should have one resistance, then only can convert it. So that means any voltage source in series with the resistance can be replaced by a current source in parallel with the resistance. If the resistance is not there, what to do? One problem. Another problem is something like this. Let us say I have a current source. In parallel with that, there is a resistance. Then what do you do? Any current source in parallel with the resistance can be converted into a voltage source in series with the resistance. We can do. Let us assume that there is no resistance at all. Then how to solve the problem or how to convert it? Either you should create a resistance or you should modify the circuit such that there should be a resistance in parallel with the current source, or there should be a resistance in series with the voltage. To do that, I am going to give a method that is known as source shifting. Second topic. First one we did source transformation. Next one is source shifting. How exactly it will work? Let us see. Okay. Take the heading as source shifting. What is the necessity of going for source shifting? Whenever there is no resistance in parallel with the voltage source, in series with the voltage source, or whenever there is no resistance in parallel with the current source, then converting the source transformation is not possible, or source transformation is not possible, or very difficult. In such situations, what we do is we are going for source shifting so that we can have a resistance in parallel with the current source or a resistance in series with the voltage. How is it possible? How is it go for the source shifting? In this, we have two types. Basically, voltage source shifting. Another one is current source shifting. Voltage source shifting. Voltage source shifting. Another one is current source shifting. Okay. Now we shall discuss voltage source shifting. So take the heading as voltage source shifting. You can see in the middle. Voltage source shifting. Okay, right. Now observe. In the voltage source shifting, what we do here is, let us take one circuit diagram. Let us say there is a resistance, something like this, and there is a voltage source. Okay. Let us say this value is 2 volts. Okay. What is the voltage at this point? 2 volts. This point, let us say, I'll call this point as A. This point is called as B. Call this point as C. If you see this equation over in this circuit, what is that we have? Voltage at this point C is what? 2 volts. Same thing is connected here. What is the voltage at this point? 2 volts. Voltage at this point is also 2 volts only, no? Can we replace this one? Can we replace this one without disturbing the KVL or KCL? Without this. Let us see how exactly it was. Okay, I'll write it as A, B, and this point is C. I will see this one. What is that we have? The voltage at this point is, what is that we have? What is at this point is what? What is at this point is 2 volts, I said. What is the voltage here? 2 volts. And what is the voltage here? Here this also 2 volts, therefore this has to be 2 volts. Here, my voltage at this point is 2 volts because this is 2 volts. Therefore this is connected here, therefore it is 2 volts. This is also 2 volts. Now you see this 2 volts is 2 volts. Here also 2 volts. Now what is that we have? See, why we did this one? In this source, I don't have a voltage, so a series resistance in series with the voltage source. I cannot do source transformation. Now what I did, I shifted this source to this one. Voltage source is shifted here without disturbing the KVL or KCL. Now what is that we have? Voltage at this point is 2 volts. Voltage at this point is also 2 volts. And without disturbing, I have shifted. Now I have a voltage source in series with the resistance. A voltage source in series with the resistance. If you want to simplify a parallel connection, what you should do? Convert them into current source. I can simplify it. How here? This is known as voltage source. Let us, sir, only 2 are there, it is fine, sir. Now, can be extended to any number. Let us say I have a circuit something like this. I have a voltage source something like this, minus plus 5 volts, let us say. Any number you can extend it. Now what is that we have? 5 volts. So what is the response is 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts. Now what I can do? I can replace it by all the 5 resistors. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? Minus plus, same polarity. See, minus plus is there, same minus plus will be there. Minus plus. Polarity is also very, very important. So then what is that we have? This is 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts. Earlier also, the voltage at these points is 5 volts. Now also the voltage at these points is 5 volts. And this can be extended. This is nothing but voltage source shifting. So that I have a voltage source, that means whenever there is no resistance exists, whenever there is no resistance exists in series with a voltage source, then source transformation is not possible. To make the source transformation to be possible, we are going for source shifting so that a voltage source in series with the resistance is there. So voltage source in series. So all of them we can convert it to current source in parallel with the resistance so that we can. That's what the advantage of going for source. Right? Go for that next. Next one, I'll go for the current source shifting. Current source shifting. Current source. Another interesting one. Let us say I have a current source like this. One more current source. 1 minute. I have 2 resistors connected like this. 2 resistors connected like this. And there is a current source of 10 amps. Like this. This point I will call it as A. This point I will call it as B. This point I will call it as C. Okay. This voltage source, current source I will call it as 10 amps. Now I should modify the circuit such that it should not disturb KCL. In this particular KCL, Kirchhoff current should not be disturbed. Okay, right. Now, what is that we said? How much current is leaving here? 10 amps is leaving. What about here? 0. What about here? 10 amps is entering. Now, I should not disturbing the KCL at this point. I'll modify it. Observe here. Okay, right. I'll take this point as A. This point as B. This point is C. Okay, right. 10 amps, I'll write this way. Okay, 10 amps. Here, what is that we have? Current. How much current is there? 10 amps is leaving here, 10 amps is leaving. Fine, not disturbed. But here it is disturbed. What is that? Current here, current at this point is what? 0. Algebraic sum of the current is 0 here. What about here? 10 amps is entering. But to make it clear, what you should do? 10 amps should leave. So therefore, I'll write current source like. Now you see that I am not disturbing the KCL at any point. 10 amps leaving, 10 amps leaving. 10 amps entering, 10 amps entering. Here it is 0. 10 amps entering, 10 amps leaving. That is 0. I have modified the circuit in such a fashion that the current at each and every junction will remain same. So now at this point, current remains same as 0 only. This is 10 amps leaving, 10 amps. That's how. Now what is that we have? A current source in parallel with the resistance. I can convert it into voltage source in series with the resistance. Here current source in parallel with the resistance. I can convert it into voltage source. That's how. This is known as this one example. Example number 1. Another example I will give. Example 2. Another example. This is another interesting diagram. That's why I have taken this. This is taken from your prescribed textbook, Van Valkenburg. Let us say I have a current, only one current source. One current source, 5 amps. nodes are A, B, C, and this node I'll call as D. C, D. Now, it's a very interesting one. Observe here. Same circuit diagram, I'll write it. And it will automatically take care of everything. Just observe this. Okay. Now, what I'll do is, what is this one? In this junction, 5 amps entering. Here, 5 amps is leaving. Now, 5 amps entering. Which direction? Don't worry about it. But if anything are leaving, that's all. Because the KCL says that only. What it says in KCL is algebraic sum of the current entering is, or algebraic sum of the current in any junction is equal to 0, or another way is equal is current total algebraic sum of the current entering is equal to leaving this side. Right? So now, which from where, see, KCL will not say about from where it is entering, they are not saying. Entering or leaving, that's all you should understand in KCL. From where it is entering, don't bother. It is to a junction. Now, current is entering 5 amps. Now, I'll write the current 5 amps entering. 5 amps. Okay. 5 amps entering, 5 amps entering, I have taken care. This is disturbed. No, current, net current is 0 in this junction, but current is 5 amps is leaving. If 5 amps is leaving, to make it 0, what I should have? 5 amps should enter. So therefore, I'll write it as 5 amps entering. Okay, this is taken care now. This is taken care. Now this is disturbed because current at this junction is 0, but now 5 amps is leaving. But to compensate that, on what I should do? 5 amps should enter. Now 5 amps entering, 5 amps entering, 5 amps leaving. Now this also taken care. Now come to this point. What is the current? 5 amps is leaving. Here also 5 amps is leaving. Then it's already automatically taken care. So therefore, A, B, C, D, all the nodes are taken care of. And we have modified this one. You might be thinking that, sir, we have only one source, there so many sources are there. Is it not disturbing the KCL, KVL and value of the current? No. The source shifting property is in such a fashion that even if we have 5 or 10 sources are there, because algebraic we are taking, direction will be different. It will be taken care, and the effective current source will be only 5 amps. Even though we are having 3 amps, this is another one. And interestingly, I am going to write one more. Just for the curiosity sake, I am writing it. This is my own circuit. Let us say I have a current source here. This is an hexagon, 5 amps. Then it can be. You can write it as, rewrite the diagram. What you should do is 5 amps. See here, 5 in this one, 5 amps entering. I'll write it as 5 amps entering. 5 amps entering. This one is disturbed. Therefore, 5 amps. 5 amps here, 5 amps is leaving. So to make it 0 at this point, 5 amps should enter. It is leaving, therefore it is entering. Direction is very, very important. Now, 5 amps is leaving. 5 amps is leaving, therefore 5 amps should enter. 5 amps should enter. Next, 5 amps is leaving. 5 amps should enter. So that net will be 0. And next, 5 amps here, net is 0. So to make it 0, what you should do? 5 amps is leaving. To make it 0, 5 amps is empty. 5 amps. What about at this point? 5 amps leaving. 5 amps is leaving. Therefore, it's correct. This is another example where you can extend to any number of resistors connected like this. So this is the basic circuit. Another one. And this one complicated circuit also we can apply source shifting. Now, what is the advantage of this one? If you want to simplify all these things, because all of them are connected in series, if you want to simplify a series connection, all the sources should be converted into voltage source. Now it is possible because a current source in parallel with the resistance can be converted into voltage source in series with the resistance. Current source in parallel with the resistance can be converted into voltage source. this is known as force shifting. Right. Now let us do few problems on this force shifting. Okay. This is an examination problem. Here is resistance, one more resistance. The value is 1 by 2 ohm, 5 by 3 ohm, and 1 ohm plus minus, and there is a resistance. This is EB voltage R, and 1 by 2, 3 volts, and there is a current source. This is one of the very standard problems. Many students have done the mistake in this one. The question is like this: in the circuit shown in figure, determine the voltage EB if the resistor R carries no current at all, using source transformation and source shifting. I'll repeat the question. Current flowing through this one, he has taken it as 0. To make the current to be flowing through this one is 0, what should be the value of EB using source shifting and source transformation? That's what he said. This is one of the complicated problems we have seen. Many students have done the mistake in the examination, which was repeated twice in the examination. Let us see how exactly we can do this. Observe here. So we can use source. So condition is, what is that he said? Current flowing through this one is 0, he said. Until the end, don't disturb this one. Keep it as it is. At the end, we shall see how exactly it is possible. Carefully you should do it. The value of the current source is half amp. Okay, right. Now observe here. What is that we have? Here we cannot simplify it. See, these two are not series because we have one more branch is there. Here also same thing is there. Then what to do? And we should not disturb this one. Now what I will do is, voltage at this point is 3 volts. Voltage at this point is 3 volts. Voltage at this point is also 3 volts. Can I shift this voltage source here? Okay. That is the one way of doing it. Another one is, what is that we have is, there is a current source is there. Half amp is leaving. What is that? Half amp is entering. That is also we can simplify. This also we can shift it. But if I shift it, what will happen is, here we cannot shift it because there is a current source is there. So therefore, if you want to shift it, there should be an advantage. If I have current voltage, it becomes complicated. Therefore, what you should do is, in the first step, what is that we have? Current source you shift it. Half amp leaving, half amp entering. And rewrite the diagram. Observe here carefully. A resistance, a voltage source, we keep it as it is. We can write any symbol. This examination, he has given this kind of symbol. I have written the same symbol. Okay. And until the end, don't disturb these two. Don't simplify it. And we should find out the value of EB such that current flowing through this R is I is equal to 0. This is the condition what he has given. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? Half amp is leaving, half amp is leaving. I'll write it. Half amp is leaving, half amp is leaving. Okay, right. What is that we have? Half amps, 1 ohm, 3 volts, half ohms, 5 by 3 ohms, and this one is okay, right. Now half amp is leaving, but net current at this point is 0. So, but half amp is entering. To make it 0, what you should do? Half amp entering means what you should do? Half amp should leave. Therefore, half amp is leaving, and it is coming here. And half amp entering here. Half amp is entering. So, I have modified the circuit in such a fashion without disturbing the case. Now, current source in parallel with the resistance. I can convert it into voltage source, so that I can simplify this. Voltage source in series with a current source in parallel with the resistance, voltage source in series with the resistance, voltage source in series with the resistance. Then I'll have this resistance as it is. And in between there is a resistance. Okay, this is EB, this is R, and this is what is that we have? I is equal to V is equal to I into R, half into 5 by 3, nothing but 5 by 6. R mark is right side, minus plus. This is 5 by 6. V is equal to I into R. 5 by 6 is there. Resistance value is 5 by 3. And this is half ohms. And what is that we have? V is equal to I into R, half into 1. Polarity minus plus. Half into 1, half volts. And the resistance is 1 ohm. This is 3 volts. Now, what we have here is these two are in series. These two are 3 volt minus plus minus plus. Add it. What is that you are going to get? A single source you are going to get it. What is that we have? 3.5 volts minus plus minus plus. Add same polarity minus plus is there. Okay. One resistance half ohm and this resistance 1 ohm. And what is that we have? Minus plus and the resistance, keep it as it is. Voltage source, we keep it as it is. One more resistance. This is R. This is EB. This is 5 by 6. And this is 5 by 3. Or 5 by 6 or 0.8 you can use it. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? Further we cannot simplify. What is this one? This point and this point and this point, because this is started now. This point are same. This point and this point. That means that I can current here now. I'll rewrite that circuit diagram. What I'll do is minus plus 1 resistance, 5 by 6 volts, 5 by 3 ohms, and there is a power supply and a resistance R. This is EB. And now what is that we have? I'll write the resistance here, and one more I'll write it parallel to this one. Plus minus. Because this is plus no. This one as it is I have shifted like this. This is 1 ohm. This is half ohms. And this one all remains same. What is this one? 3.5 volts. Now, these two are parallel. If you want to simplify parallel connection, convert them into current source. So therefore, what you should do? Convert it into current source. A current source, R mark upside, because volt plus is in the upside, and parallel to that there is a resistance. Parallel to that one more resistance, and there is a power supply plus minus, and there is a resistance, and R, EB, and 5 by 3 ohms, and 5 by 6 volts, half ohms. This one will be 1 ohm, because voltage source in series with the resistance will become current source in parallel with the resistance 1 ohm, and I is equal to V by R. 3.5 divided by 1, 3.5 only. I is equal to 3.5 amps. Now you simplify these two parallel resistors. Simplify the parallel resistors, and I'll write this plus minus 1 resistance, voltage source plus minus 1 more resistance. I'll keep it as it is. Simple, no? Okay. Okay, right. Now this is R, EB, and what is this one? 5 by 6 volts, 5 by 3 ohms, 5 by 3 ohms. And next, current source, will keep it as it is. Current source value is 3.5 amps. And 1 parallel with half. 1 into half divided by 1.5. 1 into 0.5. 1 into 0.5 divided by 1.5. 1.5 is nothing but equal to, what is that? 1.5 is 3 times now. 0.5, 1.5, 3 times. Therefore, 1 by 3 is 0.33. Therefore, we can write it as this resistance value is 0.33 ohms. Or 1 by 3, you can write, no problem. Okay, right. Now, I want to simplify. This whole circuit is in series with this one. If you want to simplify the series connection, what I should do? Convert it into voltage source. Therefore, what I should do is a voltage source in series with the resistance, and this one, keep it as it is. Now, this can be converted to resistance in series with the voltage source. This is EB. This is 5 by 3 ohms. And this is 5 by 6 volts. Polarity plus minus. Polarity plus minus. Plus minus. Plus minus, right. Plus minus.
Sir, it's minus and
Minus plus, no? Here,
yes, sir.
minus plus. No? Here,
You have taken it
sorry,
wrong.
here there is a mistake. Minus plus. This is it. Sorry. And this is also minus plus. And this is also minus plus. Sorry. Okay, right. Now, what is this value? 0.33. Resistance, we keep it as it is. V is equal to, convert it into voltage source. V is equal to I into R. 0.33 into 3.5. 1.16 volts. Polarity will be upwards, and that is plus minus. Now we can simply only these two. This is R. Go for one more step. Minus plus, minus plus. Add it. 0.8 plus 1.16. 1.99. Okay, right. So therefore we have one resistance series 0.33. 1 by 3 plus 5 by 3 is 6 by 3. So this 0.33 is this one, 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 3, this 5 by 3 is nothing but we easily calculate. 5 by 3 is nothing but 5 1 by 3 is plus 1 1 by 3. Therefore we have 6 by 3. 6 1 by 3. 6 1 by 3 is nothing but equal to 2 ohms. Or you can do it in calculator. Okay, right? Next to 1.16 plus 5 by 6 is what? 1.99, approximately 2 volts, plus or minus 2 volts you will get it. 1.99 or 2 volts approximately. And next you write it as plus minus. The question in the examination is like this. Find the value of EB such that current flowing through. This is a competitive examination question like, but actually it was asked in video, one of the paper, 2 papers we have seen this question. Find the value of EB such that the current flowing through the resistance is 0. Okay, KVL you apply it. Apply KVL. Okay, if you apply KVL, I can write it this way. Same direction, minus 2 into minus 2I, current flowing to this one, I can call it as I, minus 2I, minus plus 2 minus, this bigger line is plus, plus 2 minus, plus 2 minus is minus EB, minus R into I, plus 2, we will get it. 4 terms now, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms is equal to 0. But what is the question? He has given that R is the current flowing to this one is equal to R is equal to 0. That means I is 0 is that. I is 0. I is 0. Therefore, what is that you are going to get? Minus CB is equal to minus, because it's given. It is given. Given current flowing through this resistance will be 0 is that. Therefore, I is 0. This I is 0. Therefore, minus EB is equal to minus 2. Minus gets cancelled. Therefore, EB is equal to 2 volts. That's how we should do it. using source transformation, find the value of EB such that current flowing through the resistance is zero. That's how. Is it okay? So this kind of questions we have seen in the examination. Let us go for one more problem of this sort. Okay. So time up. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. I'll continue in the next class. A few more problems of a next class. I'll be taking some examination problems, and I'm going to do the problem from July 2019. What and all the problems are there? From that backwards, what and all the problems are there in the examination? All of them I'll continue. I'll solve in the class. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.